Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot with a general reading for Friday, June 6th, 2025. Today I'm using the Zillich Tarot and I'm doing a different kind of editing and way of putting this together because we have some stuff going on at our house today, so I just had to do this differently. I'm using the spread by Moon Mama Oracle called the Direction Spread. This is a 6-card spread. The first card is the card to represent our energy in a general reading, and this is the 5 of Cups. Often this card is thought to be a card that is about depression and possibly even grieving and giving up. In this deck, which is a Thoth-based deck, it has the word disappointment here, which is not quite as severe, but disappointment, bad enough as an energy to start your day. The second card, where is my higher self taking me? The 7 of Cups, here it is titled Debauchery. Often the 7 of Cups is thought of as being daydreams or kind of a pie in the sky attitude. Certainly that would be a way of combating disappointment and depression, would be to just kind of sink into kind of a la-la land of impossible fantasies. Kind of noticing that both of these cards are heavy on the gray with a grounding of kind of a muddy green, but we have a lot of gray here, and even in the next card there's quite a bit of gray, although it is becoming a little more blue and lavender and purple. The next card, what does my inner child want to do? And this is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, as with all the aces, is about hopeful beginnings. So my inner child wants to see these friendly blues and royal purples spring forth into my emotional life, to brighten up my emotions with a lot more hope. And of course, that's what my inner child would like, to combat this, the disappointment of the 5 of Cups. What does my inner teen want to protect as we move forward? The thing that my inner teen wants to protect here, I think, is that feeling of complete ownership of your own internal emotions, your ability to give to others, so in that way to be fruitful with your internal emotions, the ability to feel fulfilled in your emotions. This is such a beautiful, vibrant depiction of blossoming and blooming, whether it's roses or grapes. Grapes seem to be a recurring theme in this deck and in this reading. So the fruitfulness of your internal emotions, and of course, as a teen, teens value an overflowing of emotion, almost an unruliness of emotion, that high drama of emotion. And my inner teen would want to retain that high drama of emotion, even though I particularly may not want to, especially during times of difficulty or times of sadness. That's not something that you want to hang on to or emphasize. What breakthrough may I have following this direction? Well, I find this card and this depiction, again, we have the grapes, very interesting to me, because the word here is luxury, but the reading that is often associated with the Four of Cups, is not at all about blossoming. It's almost a stagnation. It's often about, especially in the RWS, it's more about completely ignoring what you have in front of you and what you have available to you, coming in to you. So this beautiful blossom of luxury, to me, indicates a different kind of resting in the moment, resting in the things that you have, and not needing to look at the things that are coming your way, because you are meditating and resting and wondering about the things that you have. You're contemplating them. You're contemplating what's in your life already. And so in this particular reading, where it's a potential breakthrough, it could very well mean that in your disappointment, it would be helpful to meditate more on what you already have available to you and to ignore incoming influences and just meditate on the wealth and that feeling of contentment with what you have. And finally, words of wisdom from my higher self about this direction. Now, interestingly, here we're back to gray. The words of wisdom, the Five of Swords, of defeat. The Five of Swords is often the bullying card. So I think this is just a warning that it's great to be hopeful and start again and raise yourself out of disappointments. But I think you have to be aware that disappointments are simply a part of life, and they can continue with you off and on as you go through life. And certainly, since this is a daily reading, and notice this is a daily reading with no majors. So this is purely about the transitory elements and feelings and actions that pass through your life today. And so this is kind of reminding you, you may still be in this place of not a great deal of happiness at the end of the day, but allow your hopes and your dreams and your plans, because that Queen of Discs is about the plans that you make and the plans that you set in action a while ago coming to fruition. Remember, all of those things are still also active parts of your life, even if you're not seeing the fruits of them today. And finally, I added an oracle card from the Sacred Blessings Oracle cards, the Mountain. And the message of the mountain is it is a symbol of the beautiful bravery of overcoming challenges and never giving up. How's that for being connected to what we were just saying? Your past experiences will be put into perspective. You will gain clarity and great spiritual power, giving you the courage to cope with life's issues in a more enlightened way. And that very much in sync with exactly what we were talking about with these passing elements of your day. This is Kara from Kara Tarot, reading the Zillich Tarot, wishing that you have a day where, even as difficulties pass through, that you remember your hopes, your dreams, that you are working towards greater things, and you have plans and action plans, and don't let them slip away. Be strong. Thank you.